Five Out Basketball, 5 segments, 5 takes. This is the podcast for NBA conversations. This is 5 Out Basketball, and it starts in 3, 2, 1.
But Everton, so we've been doing this first spot on the fly. Are you ready to do another one on the fly?
Let's do it, man.
We have all-stars that just got announced reserves, and I'm very excited. I know, well, I read the West. I don't have it memorized. There's one player that stuck out to me. So now we're going to live react to the all-star reserves. Everton, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me pull up Shamp's Twitter because I know they started announcing the East during the first part. All right, I am going to read you the East All-Stars. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And there is no update on what they're doing with Embiid, by the way, so we don't have that at the moment. But the East All-Star reserves, Jaylen Brown,
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle, Tyrese Maxey, and Paolo Banchero.
Okay. So, uh, I'll
Can I
start.
start? Oh, can I start?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Where in the world is Trae Young? Where in the world is Trae Young? That is insanely disrespectful by the NBA coaching staff. Trae Young is having a fantastic season and he's not in. I know Atlanta's down bad, but that's just disrespectful.
Oh my. Well, he might be a replacement guy for Embiid,
Mm.
but that's pretty much what my bench was, except I low-key had Maxey out and Trae Young in. But that was basically what mine was, if I remember correctly. I'm not mad at any of them. Like Jaylen Brown, he's on the best team in the league. Makes sense. Jalen Brunson probably could have been a starter, but Donovan Mitchell kind of the same thing, could have been a starter, and Trae Young, but I guess he's not on here.
For some
Uh,
reason.
like what? I don't know how. 27 and 11. Okay. Who else? Julius Randle. We both agreed he would be in there, even though. Anyways,
Yeah.
um, Bam is there too,
Yep.
which makes sense. Again,
Absolutely.
having his best season, but Tyrese makes sense too. Like all of them make sense, but where is Trae Young, bro?
Yeah, I still feel like Trae Young should be in over Jaylen Brown, but you made a fantastic point on the last podcast we did where like that Atlanta Hawks team, like Kyle Korver and like Jeff Teague were making the All-Star game because they were winning a bunch of games. And that's what the Celtics are doing. And that's obviously what gave Jaylen Brown the edge over Trae Young, which is still nuts to me. But
I,
I am just beyond excited that Paolo Banchero got this selection. I
that's the
was
other
very
thing.
worried about him, especially with the Magic being on a little bit of a cold streak. But with how hot they were to start off the season, Banchero's a fantastic player, and he deserves that respect. And to see him get his first All-Star, I'm very happy for him.
I have a question though,
And I might have an answer.
because we talked about this on the first episode. Because I had Paulo and you had Scotty.
Oh, dude, Scotty.
How do
I
you
think
feel?
See, what I'm starting to see, I mean, Scotty Barnes is a he's an all-star caliber player. But if the Hawks aren't making, or if Trae Young's not making it because the Hawks are bad, it has to be the same thing for the Raptors because like the Raptors are worse than the Hawks, and Scotty Barnes is still having a great season. It's just looking at this list, I really don't know how you get him in because I think I would have taken all like the only 50-50 one's Boncaro, and I'd still lean more towards his way. My only question, this is gonna really disrespect Trae Young, but with Embiid going out, you're gonna need somewhat of a bigger person. You think Barnes is gonna get in over Young?
I mean, if you look at the bigs in the East, if it's going to be a big for big swap,
Mhm.
I feel like it's either Scotty or low-key Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, right when you said that, that idea came to my mind, and that makes a ton of sense. But my only worry is if there's an Embiid replacement, they gotta start it big. Is Julius Randle making the starting lineup or is he be out of bio?
Oh.
This is sadly a conversation we need to have.
It better be Bam. If
Yeah.
I'm being honest, it should only be Bam.
Yeah.
Bam better be the guy.
What would be the worst all-star starter of all time? Andrew Wiggins or Julius Randle? Now that's a conversation that needs to be had.
It'd be Wiggins. Only because Randall, at least his numbers, like, if you don't know any better, his numbers actually look like all-star numbers. Like
Yeah.
Wiggins, I like Andrew Wiggins, but his numbers weren't like, oh yeah, that's an all-star starter. No,
Yeah.
no.
Absolutely. It's just crazy scenario we're in. But now we're gonna transition into the West unless you have anything else you want to add on.
Honestly, no. I guess most of them I agree with,
Mm.
except I don't know how Trae Young got left off. But I mean, I guess my question to you is, who would you replace Trae Young with? I mean, who, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let me go back. Sorry, I switched to the West real quick.
Yeah, you're good.
Honestly, I would say, well, I wouldn't say Julius Randle, but obviously you got to get some guards in there. I feel like it should be over Jalen Brown. I think Trae Young's numbers are more impressive because you put Jalen Brown in that Hawks team.
He's a forward.
Are they considering a forward or a guard?
Yeah, like when I was voting, he was in the forward section, if I'm
Okay,
not
gotcha.
mistaken.
And I'm gonna retract that. I'd put him in over Tyrese Maxey then. Maxey's
Okay.
still having an incredible season, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. But I think Trae Young's numbers are better. And yeah, the Sixers are having more success, which probably got him in over Trae Young. But yeah, the stats are right now 27 and 11 on 42% shooting. That's messed up. That's messed up stuff. And there's another messed up one that's coming up because we're gonna transition to the West. I read it to
Okay.
Everton. I hope you forgot. Everton, I hope you have Alzheimer's for a little bit.
I haven't seen a thing. I promise you, I
Okay, he
haven't
didn't
looked at
remember what I said.
anything.
Thank God, because
Yeah.
there's one name here I absolutely hate. It blows my mind that this even happened.
Oh my goodness.
But
Okay.
now we're in the West and we have Kawhi Leonard,
Okay.
Anthony Davis,
Mm-hmm.
Devin Booker,
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Edwards,
Okay. Yeah.
Stephen Curry,
Yeah.
Paul George,
Yep.
and Carl Anthony Towns.
Okay.
Man, that 60-point
Oh, that's the
performance
whole
moved
thing?
mountains.
That's the whole thing?
That's the whole thing.
Dang. Okay. I mean, so they gave Cat the nod over Gobert.
Sabonis, Sengun, Gobert. I gotta
Hmm.
look at what my predictions. Excuse me, I'm going through the notebook. If you want to talk real quick, I want to see what my predictions were. I'm trying to compare.
So I'm not mad at Cat being the guy because his numbers are great. And keep in mind, the Timberwolves are #1 right now.
Yeah, which is something I'm
So
gonna consider next year.
So usually that's what, they reward those guys who are on good teams with being an all-star game compared to guys who aren't on great teams. Like Sengun, I'm not too high pressed about Sengun not making it because he was always going to be kind of a harder one to make it. And hey, look, there's other guys on better teams with similar numbers. So usually when that happens, guys who are on better teams are going to make it. And
Mm,
he's young. I think Sengun will be an all-star at some point. Uh, who else? Sabonis.
mm,
Again, Sabonis, the Kings aren't in the Rockets area, so they're at least a decent team. But his numbers are good though.
yeah.
I won't lie. But again, the Timberwolves are the #1 seed.
Mm,
So it's kind of like, yeah, I gotta reward him for that. Honestly, Wemby's another one.
yep.
I thought the hype would get him in there, but I
Same here.
guess with the Spurs being literal garbage,
Yeah.
it's probably why.
Yeah.
But
Which I understand.
did you get your stuff together? You want me? I'll say one more thing actually.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
And then with Gobert, you could argue Gobert is more valuable to the Timberwolves than Cat is to the Timberwolves,
Mm,
just strictly because of his defensive impact.
yep.
And usually that's like gotten Rudy Gobert in the All-Star game in the past.
Mm.
So,
But when you like turn on your clicker and you're like, oh, let's watch an All Star game, I'm excited. Was Rudy Gobert ever the reason?
bro, low-key,
No.
I don't remember. Hold on. Hold on.
No. Don't say what I think you're
I
about to say.
promise you. I promise you. I don't remember which All-Star game it was. It might have been 2020.
Mhm.
He had like 20 some, or like he had like a crazy stat line. He was almost All-Star game MVP in one of those All-Star games.
That
Now, was it
was
exciting? It was exciting because the game was exciting, but
yeah.
he was dunking the whole time, obviously.
Yeah.
But he
It's
was
just
cooking.
the All Star game, it's just going for highlights, and Rudy Gobert does not have any sort of bag at all. He's got like the
True.
Walmart plastic bag while everyone else has got Chanel in there. And it's just like I can't support that. So I understand. I'd rather Towns get the nod, but I think there's more exciting players that you can get in there. They're like also doing well. Like we said, Sengun and some bonus. Zion
Yeah.
Williams is not even mentioned as a snub right now, and he's one of the most exciting players in the world. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God. How did I just and the Pelicans are good.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm taking Zion over Cat 10 out of 10 times. Like that 60-point performance moved mountains for the coaching
And
staff.
they lost.
Yeah, to the Hornets.
What? What? Zion? I just peeped. And Zion's been healthy too. Like
Yep.
usually it's like, he only played 20 games. He's
Yeah.
been healthy,
Mm-hmm.
like for the
He's
most
been
part.
hooping.
Dang. You know what it is? It's because at the start of the season, Zion's too fat. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But his numbers aren't even bad.
Uh-huh.
Wow, bro, that's
He's
insane.
literally getting fat off stat padding now, and they're just gonna disrespect him like that.
That's crazy. No Zion.
Yeah, so overall, I don't like hate these lists, but I don't necessarily love them. Like I think each one had a big miss. And wait. Hold on. Who are the West starters again? Because there's a huge name I think it might have just been missed.
SGA, Luka, LeBron, KD, and Jokic.
Yeah, okay, now I'm pissed.
What happened?
Where is De'Aaron Fox?
I mean, look, bro. When you look at the guards,
he's like top 6 in scoring.
wait, who else? Who are the other guards? Who are the reserves?
The reserves for guards, it's a tough list, but it's Booker, unless he's a forward, Edwards, Curry.
Those 3 are guards.
And
Would
then
you put him over?
Paul George can be in there, or is he a forward?
No, he's a forward.
Okay.
Honestly, people are not gonna like this, so
Yeah.
I'm prepared for that. You could argue Fox should be in over Anthony Edwards. You could make that argument, like numbers wise.
It's there, but it's just those wins. But
Yeah.
that's like what I kind of don't like about this all-star selections, just all throughout the past. It's like all-star players. It's not all-star like records. Like we should be going in over like who's having better seasons. And the fact that like we're not rewarding that and we're rewarding team success is a little crazy to me.
You know that's how it is. Plus, I think the other thing with Ant, how much hype did he have going into the season, bro? Like,
Oh, dude, they thought he was gonna be MVP.
exactly. And I mean, he's not MVP, but he's at least playing good enough. They were gonna give him the nod. I'm not surprised. And De'Aaron ain't getting over it, Steph, because people were already having an outrage with Steph not being a starter. Even though if you know ball, you know ball. Who else? Devin Booker. Bro, Devin Booker's been on
Fantastic. But like
a whole season too.
Yeah, but here's the issue I have with this now. The Suns aren't good.
Well,
like
they've
now
been
we're
better
gonna take
lately.
we're gonna take wins out of the picture.
They've been better lately. Let me pull up the standings real quick.
Okay.
Oh, of course I clicked the wrong thing.
No, it's all good. But it's just like the Suns are like a play-in team right now. And like if we're seeing Trae Young not get rewarded for this.
Okay, hold on. The Pelicans are actually a playing team. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize they felt like that. But the
like
Kings and the
5th, 6th.
Suns are both like the Kings are 5 and the Suns are 6.
Okay, I'm just a hater. I retract my state. I could have swore the Suns were still in the play-in. Oh my God.
Now they've been playing. I didn't realize they came up that far, but they've been playing way better as
so
of
then
late.
I guess I understand why Devin Booker's in. But man, I feel terrible for Fox. Like the Kings got no respect. Wow.
Damn, no All-Stars. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be like Sacramento might be a team to watch like this upcoming month because like
they're about to be out for revenge.
Yeah, like they might be skyrocketing. I don't think they'll they're gonna make it out of the play-in now. I'm very confident in that team. Thank you so much for tuning into this segment of the 5 Out Podcast. I am Joey the LeMaster, and me and Everton are so thankful for your guys' support. If you want to keep supporting us, please check out the full podcast on Spotify and follow our TikTok account. Both of those will be in the bio, and make sure to leave a like and stay smooth.